just behind me is actually North Korea, and it's an industrial complex. We've seen some movement there. Some of the cranes have been moving coal, and just further down the river there's a bridge which crosses from China into North Korea, and I've seen at least 2 trains cross that bridge, as well as several trucks. So certainly commerce between the two countries is going on. As you were saying, China is North Korea's main backer. It provides critical oil and food assistance to the North Korean regime. But many in the international community look towards Beijing to try and influence its neighbour. But I think there's a big question as to how much influence Beijing actually has. When you speak to analysts here, they say that, you know, that influence in many ways is overstated. That the Pyongyang, as we've seen in the past, with the third nuclear test, for example, often doesn't listen to what Beijing's got to say.
Martin, there you are, on what is technically a pretty sensitive location on a border between North Korea and China. What around you is suggesting, if at all, any signs of additional anxiety?
Well, what's interesting, Nick, is that it's so relaxed here. I mean, just further down the river, you can see candy floss sellers. Tourists are trying on North Korean outfits. They're getting their photos taken. Some of them are looking through giant binoculars, trying to get a glimpse into the secretive state. So certainly here, it's very, very relaxed. I think hundreds of miles away in Beijing, there is real concern because North Korea's threats have raised tensions across the region. From China's perspective, it will also be wary or worried about growing American involvement in the region. You have to remember, of course, that China regards this as its own backyard.